No dogs tonight, let's do it. Let's do this raw. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to Vampires, and I'm quite confident that Thomas Sander to kill me or take tabs on me. Material's such a good I'm gonna check on her. Fuck. Oh, fuck! And again I find myself at the entrance of my sanctuary, current vibe, more subtly at the embodiment of Jyhad, but unburdened by usual self-loathing. I'm also very curious what she's doing. All in all, pretty decent frame of mind. Beware, beep. Something wicked this way cometh. And poof, just like that, my mood is ruined. All I took was a single step through the world. Frenetic woman? You're just gonna call it frenetic woman, not crazy bitch that killed Sophie? No? Oh, okay, fair enough. Some will-eyed loon took my seat, her legs are crossed after the table, dirty shoes staining my chipboard altar. Oh, come on. Her clothing style is obviously meant to look eccentric and patchwork, but comes off as tragically derelict. There's nothing incidental in her table choice, and it's not just because there's plenty of free spots tonight. She ogles me with those beady little eyes, daring me to come and try her. Why I want to do that? I give the guy at the till Benny, I think his name was, a quick glance. No response, unsurprising. He's a veteran. He knows better than to get involved. Is this supposed to be a message? Long shot, but a reminder of the Camarilla watchful eye, maybe? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Everything about this lady, her eyes, all her mannerism, lipstick smeared nowhere near her actual lips, screamed lunatic. I think I should take her down. I honestly believe I should take her down. She's a crazy bitch. And she can sneak on me. I'm not the type that fights tooth and nail to get other bats out of her cave. I'm not just going back down for no good reason either. I quietly take a seat right in front of her and wait. Yeah, you crazy hair weirdo hack, I can be patient too, bitch! He spent the next 5 minutes in silence. He just sits there and glares at me without blinking once. What he's doing? Just sitting there, waiting. Another few minutes go by, dragging on indefinitely. He's chewing some red bubblegum with a wide-eyed grin that makes Jack Nicholson trademark smoke look like a Mr. Rogers beaming smile. Not gonna lie, that munching chew is getting chew on my nerves. Keep your cool, engaging staring contest, tell her to get lost. Keep your cool. I'm perfectly aware of all these theatrical serves only on purpose to get under my skin, make me act against my better judgment. Is chew surprisingly effective, I'll give her that. Does even matter at this point. But I'm not an idiot, I will just take a chill pill, try my best to remain cool. She uncrosses her leg in a strangely seductive motion. Okay. In her mind, it's probably looked like Sharon Stone in a Basic Instinct. But reality all had the grace of our tracksuit to slap squatting. The description, love it. Seems that we're gonna be here a while longer. I pulled out a cigarette from my crumbled package and lighted it casually, as if I wasn't bothered at all by the invader. If I can take a single puff, then I'll jump and snatches the cigarette out of my mouth. Don't mind if I do. Who do you? She cuts me off mid-sentence. Shh, not talking. You need to get back to your happy place. My fucking happy place? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I'm trying to hold the impetus to rip her face off. She peeks out after a few seconds. If you're going to rip her face off, aim for the truth. Make sure she's dead. I don't like you. I don't hate you either. Not yet, at least. She's I'm gonna judge of a character, but you still eludes me. I'm good? I think you're shit at it. Get to the fucking point. He flicks the ash out of the cigarette in fluid motion and takes a long puff, not exhaling the smokes out of her mouth while she speaks, like her intestine caught on fire. My special friend asked me to note you every step, judge you every move, and count you every failure, and believe me, when I started this job, I thought there will be a lot less counting. I believe so. What is she talking about? Panhard, Kadir, Toki? I know she knows. She tilts her head upsetly canine manner. Little girl, I ran all sorts of charts and graphs on you and they all point to the same result. Useless hussy. Can you help your sister out and illuminate me on as to what to call the fuss is about? Actually, don't know. Don't wanna help? Come on, if you're good at doggy, you might get a biscuit. No thanks. As if all the bullshit was enough to tap my nose like I'm so fucking puppy. I will do that too. I will enjoy doing that. Boop. Oh no, you didn't. You wanna get nuts? Okay, let's get nuts. Wow. They'll bad. I feel like they'll doom. They'll gonna lead to my doom. Nah, get the fuck out of here. You know what? We'll give a fuck. let's beat the shit out of her. Get the fuck out of here. I tried to bore into her mind like I did with many others before, but my body suddenly twisted and stiffened, forcing my limbs into a bizarre state that's not unlike rigor mortis. She seemed elated by my state, sending a meaningful smirk in my way, the kind of wry expression to say, "You fucked up big time." Bark, bark, little pup. The last ditch attempt to subdue her, I peer into her eyes, but all I can see is that smile and her sable eyes. The stars are black. What? Like that? What? What? There's dirt under my nails. Are those leaves? Why are the leaves my hair? What's that awful taste? Puh. Added to my bewilderment, the thing that drops from my jaws is a grimy femur. If he's trying to hold him to the ground, one that I must have dug myself, judging by the state of my hands. Covered in mud top to bottom, my clothes are crumbled into in few places. How much time did I spend on all fours? Fuck. Really expect to keep good thing going, but it really looked like I was in for a decent evening, no dice. What I can do now is to clean myself up best I can and make up for lost time. Shit, I feel spiritually tame. If any cafe was open at this time of the night, I'd go there to recover. Let's just move on. Okay, what power she has? I thought she was invisible or very hard to, detect. But just like that, she can just control my whole fucking soul. It's time to get back to work and step inside the subway and head for my meeting with Kadir. Oh, for fuck's sake, I thought you were kidding. Nope, I couldn't reach her, but I know for a fact Hope is there. Okay, why she's in the double spiral building? She took hold on it? Doesn't make sense. He's pointing in the direction of the double spiral building. And it says she's current leader of the company, acting CEO to be exact. So she is CEO now! No, you're pulling my leg. Of all the places in this city, the company that brags about creating IT solution of the future, always surrounded by rumors of monstrous work abuse, or sort of ethical violation, trading information with governments. And the ending career of such a promising journalist and a professional fuck-up who attempted to investigate them seriously. You might be able to ask her both a rational and personal questions, two birds in one stone. I don't get it. Last time I checked, the company belonged to Cara Montgomery. I'm told she quietly took a sabbatical a few months ago, and it sure looks like the kind of sabbatical you don't come back from. Corporate backstabbing, sudden change of heart, final death, final destination. Very possible, but I have no idea. No, she's super dead, I'm quite sure about that. I remember I was shocked when I first learned I had one. My nemesis back in my old life was a vampire all along. When I realized her position made her untouchable to me, I was beyond mad. Well, whatever happened, it couldn't happen to a nicer person. What about her brother Jesse? You're asking me? Last I checked, you were the expert on this company, and should handle the basic intel for you, even though I shouldn't even really be here. Sorry. The volume is very high. I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Yeah, and I hope you realize I'm grateful. Better be. I notice how Kadir is so much more talkative with Julia. So is Hope just another corporate shark? Well, she's a child of a Carter. A theatrical pause, he smiles, he sees me wince. Oh! But very much unlike him, he took her in for her particularly multi-faced talents, ready to the internet, knowing he is hopelessly behind the times in that regard. I hear she's being unruly though. Well, unruly is good. Can I work with unruly? So you're telling me she might not be a stuck-up startup bitch? Language, have I told you a few times now. When it comes to the internet, just assume I haven't the slightest idea. I know you didn't. I've got it there myself, haven't been able to check my email for 5 months. I have no idea what the kids at PPP are talking about most of the time. Oh my god, I might be getting old. Yes, you are. Don't worry, the moment you realize you don't give a damn about the most farts, you would have cared about years ago is liberating one. Been there, done that at the beginning of the 20th century. Okay, old. Anyway, it'll be probably Dear Hope's story straight from the horse's mouth. I don't have much time, so I'll just straight to the point. You shouldn't be looking out at anything in the main building, it's just a front, ignore it. What you want to do is to use the elevator to get to the lowest floor of the building. Psh, I heard stories about the double spiral basement. I have no idea what to make of them. Every source told me a different rumor. Yeah, will them tell you a rumor about an army of underground ghouls? Anyway, no, by more years actually. Double spiral employ an army of ghouls as a cheap workforce. Workforce? They work and live underground, away from prying eyes with less rights than regular kind people. Perfect for business. Love it. Wow. I totally speechless for a second. I had profoundly low expectation at that company, but every time I learn something new about what's going on behind the scenes, I'm still surprised at the level of the scumbaggery of that play. I leave the moral judgment to you experts. In any case, you need to reach the room 507, where the CEO supposedly resides. And then? Can't hope to answer your question. I love it. His old-timey flip phone vibrates. Speaking of mouth, you got any left for me? It's now or never. I mean that asshole now. What's the security? What's the best approach? Can I just go normally? Can I just go normally? Huh? Would I be wasting my time here if I could? Officially, she's not even there. Won't even answer my calls. You need to force her hand. Is she be even willing to talk? Trust you to be persuasive. The phone vibrates again. Well, that's it for me. Arturo is pestering me to show up at the Elysium 5 minutes ago. Tell him kindly suggests he should go fuck himself. Definitely. Not in 1,000 years? Well, good luck with your mission, soldier. It's a shame, Kadir. Nothing left for me to head in. Still, I'm anxious. I'm a bit worried too. There's a high chance she's going to kill me. There are two proposals to choose from, whichever pick I will have to stick with. If I force my way in, assert my authority, bad cop style, that should make an impression. Bad bitch coming in with the entire court behind her back, bluffing her way to victory. That sounds a really bad plan. I strongly believe it will not work against her. Sneaking in and politely asking for cooperating seems like a less distracting, more me option. But it's not like being me has taken me anywhere thus far. Shit, it's kinda wish I was still stuck in my routine where I didn't need to be doing things like developing a personality. It's a bit of coin flip, honestly, but gotta make a choice here. How do I approach the double spiral? Well, really, you unlock me this trait? Great, great, just great. Guess we're going Gryffindor style. I don't know. Yeah, being covered hasn't exactly been working out for me. Time to show them and myself, I guess, who's the boss. As far as I'm concerned, out of all the companies in the world, this one deserves to be thrown out of the gear the most. Time to be back going and finally get somewhere. Alright, let's do this. Enter through the front door. There's a guard watching the security cameras. He stands up, expecting me to stay my business. Shut up, I'm expected. Confidence! Shut up, let me in. It's not hard to fuck with his mind. He gives me a confused nod, slapping his seat and turning around. Great. Enter the elevator and press the button to the lowest floor. Found myself up a bit as the elevator descends. Hello, double spiral. Well, my personal hell. I need to make a mess. When I leave the elevator, immediately head into the corridor in front of me and announce my presence. I am here! Yo-ho! Yo-ho! Everybody home? Big bad kindred over there? So direct. Big kindred! Better answer before I start making a mess. A pink-haired girl emerged from one of the corridors looking quite angry, probably one of Hope's ghouls. Oh, her, I think I saw her somewhere. So right there, who the hell are you? Julia Sawonsky, Lasombra representative for New York City. What the hell are you? I'm Natasha, double spiral head security. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. So it's a new character? Natasha. I call her Natasha. Nestia. Nestia. Let's call it Nestia. Wrong, you're gonna have to make me leave. I walk past her, she tries to catch me and stop me, but evading her grasp is a child play. Ghouls, I swear to God. Boss, we got a problem, so lunatic waltz right onto the office floor, saying she's a lass. The door at the end of the hallway is made of reinforced glass. I focus all my strength, I kick it in, interrupting the girl. There, I'll be right there. She'll be only one that I want. I've reached the double spiral office where, just like Kadir say, hordes of ghouls are slaving away for their company. Deep learning, spyware, social media manipulation, yada yada yada. The important thing is they don't even turn away from their display as I keep swapping. Yeah, swapping. Gadgets off their desk onto the floor, making us nasty. I'm just gonna call her nasty. Madder and madder. Don't make me use force. I love to see you try, goal. Even if you manage to put me down, I love to see you explain it to the sheriff with my direct behavior. Hey, lady, I don't know what it is you want. I already told you, stupid. I want your boss. She's not here. Carmen Calmer is taking a sabbatical. Don't play fucking games with me. I want to see hope. Hey, you, the goofy-looking glasses guy wearing an anime t-shirt. Where can I find room 507? What? He raises his hands lazily, pointing me to the right direction, prompting Nasty to kick his chair in frustration. It's like, god damn it! Fucking ghouls. I had the way there and eventually reached the corridor I was hoping to find. Jesus, that was weird. As I slowly walk to the end of the corridor, there is this room 507. The door looks harder to take care of than the other one in this place. Probably won't be able to take care of it the same way I did with others, punching. Won't my present fuck with electronics and maybe create a failsafe? The door of the office of the current double spiral CEO. His fucking company. I get pissed off, but I'm trying to control it. There's a camera by the door. If she knows what to look for, she can probably see him here on the screen. But just to make sure, I knock on the door. Very kind of you. Hope, I'm Camarilla detective. I will need you to answer some questions. Hope, I know you're in there. Open the door. I will not leave you until you do. I'm here on behalf of the sheriff of New York City. Hope. I keep pounding on the door and calling her name. After a minute or so, a voice rings out in the intercom. Is things on? I guess it is. Alright, I got your message. Line clear. I'll meet you to the office. I'll be right there. Wow, she's strangely very cooperative. In the meantime, please refrain from making a mess of our office, will you? Knowing poor Nasty, she was doing it for heart attack, she would have that by now. Thank you for your cooperation, I'll be right there. Oh, now she has a fancy, a fancy dress. What's up? On one hand, the clothes you could reasonably expect for finding an any CEO wardrobe. On the other, a body covered in tattoos, flashy jewelry, dyed hair, and a wild makeup. The thoughts that she might be yet another CEO playing the non-conformist crosses my mind, but she strikes me as someone who's more than happy to live in her own little bubble. Still, I won't be fooled, she's the boss of Double Spiral. I take out a new cigarette without thinking. You can smoke here, lady. Just a letter. What the heck? Don't treat me like I'm your enemy. I come in peace. Peace my ass. Deep relaxing drag. Not my fault you couldn't handle me. Had at least 5 opportunities to subjugate you. Just choose not to because I had a hunch the boss might benefit from seeing you. You trust your hunches that much? Hunches has gotten me every job I ever had. Hunches saved my life anytime I got in a messy situation. These days the reality is too complicated to rely on anything else. Can find a better head of security than Nasty, and her hunches are the main reason why. They're like a sixth sense. Don't I know you from somewhere? Haven't I seen you from somewhere? Don't know, a club maybe? Yeah, last year, soon after I was embraced, I visited one club in that refurbished warehouse, and you were there. You got a memorable aura. Yeah, I DJ and help out there from time to time. Gotta show my face, I want to make it big. So why don't you focus on that? Following that career path doesn't exactly seem compatible with being head of security for Double Spiral, and not just because the necessary skill set are so different. Nasty looks at Hope. Work at Double Spiral provides a lot of benefit to someone who relies on the internet for promotion, lady. The slow aging is just a nice perk. Lovely chat, girls, but I loved if you save it for later. I am CEO now and have a lot of duties I must pretend to handle. I just need to ask a few questions. Sure, yeah. Call me if you need me. I've got a weird hunch about this one too. What gave you that hunch, nasty, nasty girl? The way I made mess out of an entire floor you were supposed to protect? We'll talk about security later. Don't worry, this shit happens for now. Take 5. Neshtia leaves and I'm left alone with Hope in a corner of the office. Feels funny to stand here in front of you. Oh, and why is that? You people had me fired from my job before I was embraced. Oh, I see. You're that Sowinski girl from Lodestar. Yeah. Somehow I never put 2 and 2 together, so you're Lasombra rep for this city now, huh? If she's talking to me, she keeps tapping her phone with terrifying speed. I don't like it. I have her full focus. It's getting on my nerves. Just I have no idea why you have taken care of Montgomery Place, and I doubt you tell me. But the beach deserves to burn well. Oh hell yeah, she does. Wait, did you just admit? Hold your horses, no, Jesus. This is why normal CEO pays for PR people to talk for them. I only agree that she's a horrible person in every way, that counts. Not people. Oh yeah, she totally deserves to burn to hell. She knows what you think of her. Why she let you take her position in the first place? What? I will just cut through the bullshit, okay? Miss Lodestar. I guess it's about Jesse and Kara covering his creepy ass. You spent months on this case and you like some closure. Pretty much. Well, here's your closure. Double Spiral has severed practical old ties with them. They don't work here, they get no company money, they probably won't ever show up here again. The company is not their circus anymore and the workers are not their monkeys. I'm in charge now, so yeah, if there's anything you like from me, I'm all ears. It wasn't just Jesse and his sister. This company has ingrained structure of abuse and immoral. I oversaw the internal investigation and audits everyone related to those illicit activities, or discipline, legal action, firing rebukes, all depending on the severity of their misdemeanors. I don't have a stomach for all that creepy corporate shit, so I'm trying to steer this ship in the right direction. Don't know what else I can tell you. For fuck's sake. No matter how I look at this, it seems like she's done everything I hope to achieve. The Montgomery clan is over, the Queen bitch is a symbol of everything that's wrong with tech CEO is gone. Jesse, that the pervert, embezzling son of a bitch is gone. We never actually met Jesse. I should be glad, so why is there just sinking pain in my stomach? You should make amends. So thanks Capilensis, this doesn't feel right. You should make amends. Someone must take responsibility. Listen, I get why you're mad, but this is a corporation diffusing responsibility. Is what it does. Everyone who worked here was guilty, so all of the Double Spiral's clients, shareholders, etc. I hate the Montgomery too. I took the company from her hands as an outsider, and now I'm the only person on the power trip here. All the fuckheads who disgusted me are gone. You want to hold me accountable? Sure, but hold me accountable for my own action. Hell, this will be more than enough to put me away from life. The biscuit case in my professional life sold by some weirdo who fucked Kara and Jesse over in presumably underhanded ways. Doesn't get more anticlimactic than this. Fucking hell. Want to ask her how she did it, but why but why will she tell me? All I can guess is she an outcast who decided to get her hands dirty and rotate power to do something she considered good. Not really, but yeah, she was more closer to she got fucked by them, but they realized it was too big to get fucked with, so no. Something I've always been afraid to. Anyway, I feel for you, but I have a lot of work to do, so if this was just a trip down memory lane, you have any other questions, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay? Feel like a car just ran over me, but I need to keep my shit together. Right, a few days ago, the Anarch Baron was found dead in his office. Are you familiar with the case? Dagas Calihan, of course I'm familiar. Every kindred online is talking about it. And what are they saying? They're accusing everyone, I mean, it is the internet. Are they accusing you? Why would they do that? I found a peculiar note in Calihan remains that had your name on it. Huh? What can you say about that? Nothing, I never met the guy, I never even seen him. It wasn't my crowd. And why would he have a note with your with your name in his pocket? Maybe he meant hope. Like hoping, you know. Why were all these the last written words Kurt Russell? No clue. Was that true? Oh my god, I don't want to check. I watched it closely, but nothing suggests Jyhad in anything. But it actually contained 3 other names and nothing else. Agathon, D'Angelo, Tamika. Ring any bells now? Her finger, which hasn't stopped moving across the phone, touch screen since I first saw her, freezes. It kinda does actually. It's a show list of from missing unaffiliated kindred that was making the rounds in New York City a few months ago, in case anyone needed a hero for hire. Didn't know Callahan had it. I know Sophie Langley did, as well as a few Primogen. Not sure about the Anarchs. Who could ever prepare this list? One of the local information brokers. A show about telling pools. Anonymous. How anonymous? Sort of anonymous. She's obviously conflicted about whether she should tell me, or maybe she's pretending so that it wouldn't wear me out of her. Making a mess of her office work, so might as well put on the tough guy act again. I have nothing against them, Anonymous, or it's my best interest to hurt them, Anonymous, because it's the latter. We might be in business. She briefly considers her option, then gives up. It's my sire, Carter van der Weyden. Of course, it's van der Weyden. Oh. He's brokering information? Everyone knows becoming the Prince of New York is his ultimate goal, and that he wants to make friends in all the high places. Sharing useful intel is a pretty effective way to achieve that. You're telling me that a Malkavian Primogen sold the list to an Anarch Baron? Sure looks like it. Why would he just suggest his own Charlie to do somebody? To have a person on the inside, just another way to further his information web. When did I realize you two are close? The story going around is he left me alone and hated his guts. Well, at least half of that is true. Okay, she's talkative, probably sees me as a way to undermine Carter. Let's see how much further I can push her. I was wondering how someone like you could control a company like Double Spiral. I suppose a friend in high places would explain it. Yeah, lucky me. Not happy of being rich, actually. Seriously, not happy of being obscenely rich? Who gives a fuck about money? I do a lot. A year ago I didn't have money, but I had something far more precious. A friend. She stares at us over display on the wall in front of her. Do you remember the Y2K era internet? Jesus, barely remember the internet at all. My people cannot really use it. But yeah, I guess I sort of remember forums, GeoCities, browser wars? All those handmade amateurish web pages? Oh yeah, that were fun times. It was the golden age. Everyone was welcome to freely express their creativity and obsession with this abstract new frontier. No formulated rules, every side was a distinct new universe to explore. You know, as a kid, for some reason I kept saving every web page that moved on to change me in some way. I don't even know why I did that, but today a folder with this is one of my greatest treasures. Fast forward to the day, I'm boss of a company that one overcharging goal, steer the online narrative in every possible way that benefits the Camarilla. So, hope is working for the Camarilla, right? Because the online world is so fucked right now, all I can do is using only 5 websites or so. Every day I deploy 1,000 unbelievable sock puppets to force some belief on the masses. Right now they are being managed by the ghouls. Soon they will be partially managed by AI. Very soon. Basically an all-American version of the Chinese 50 Cent Party? What? What is the Chinese 50 Cent Party? A new pattern of public opinion guidance. Ever since I was a teen, I pretended to be different people online for fun. Maybe the position parts of others was something I turned out to be horrifyingly good at. I became even better at it after the embrace. Something about the voice of Malcolm in my head. After several years I became one-person internet empire. I could impersonate anyone. Oh my god, it is writing. I dream of tulips. A humble florist from Chattanooga was trying to share positive energy with their audience using photos of beautiful bouquets, motivational quotes, and occasionally toughest gift. Toughest gift. Classic. Vulva Hufflepuff. Vulva Hufflepuff? A single mom from Brighton who reckons all these trans women must be bonkers and spends seemingly every waking moment of her life having a row with anyone who disagrees. Polygon classicist, a 19-year-old kid from Utah who keeps posting Y2K 3D renders of poorly proportions, scantily clad ladies, and telling his audience to remember what they took from you. What? That's interesting. Somehow this talent got me here, which is no longer fun, but work. Work I usually entrust to these goals because of all my duties, but out before my entire fucking mind gets monetized. But Carter won't have that, so I'll keep doing my best for both him and the double sparring investors. So that's why she wants me to look at him. I assume most of your operation focus on New York City. A lot of them, yeah. How do you imitate a New Yorker voice with the sock puppet accounts? Living Manhattan and being mentally unstable makes this shit easy. A normal, well-adjusted person from outside the city, everyone here seems mentally unstable. Oh, okay. Ever watched 9/11 Howard Stern show? No. Check it out some days, educational. Ask anyone in New York City about it and tell like it was the great bonding moment. He was helping us make sense of everything. He kept saying what we were all thinking. Now you listen to it and everyone yelling that we need to nuke something, maybe the entire world. Get rid of all the muscling. Fuck human rights, no investigation. Take their oil. Cheery. Very cheery. You watch it, you start it, you witness that specific brand of humor in the face of tragedy. You understand that nothing outside New York City really exists for the people who live here, or the vampires. A financial tax really, whenever I need to get in that New York mindset for work, I let it play in the background, work like a charm, seriously give it a shot sometimes. Someday I might, for now I think I will confront Van der Weyden with what you told me. Let's go with the user stuff, okay? That's what you wanted me to tell me, what's the story? Me of course I haven't told you anything. You are such a good investigator, you figured it out all by myself. And if he asks, just tell him Kaiser sold your info, that should do the trick. Sounds about right. I see, thank you. What for? I did nothing. Let Natasha show you out. If you don't know Van der Weyden address, just ask her. That was strangely easy. I hope it wasn't really talkative. I believe because she kinda wanna fuck with everyone. And then she kinda don't like doing that job. Thank you for having me, Mr. Van der Weyden. Hello. He's kinda creepy, yeah, I confess it was very well designed to be creepy. No need, I'll be happy to assist your investigation. In whatever way I can, Mrs. Whiskey. The secretly sweet smile in this office, spacious but oppressive. He's a man who knows how to summon unknown people, but does he even realize it? Probably not. I'm sure the presence of the esteemed Addison Payne will guarantee I'm totally transparent. Am I right, Addison? Oh, is Addison inside here? What? Hello, Addison. Looks like I'm interrupting a friendly meeting in the far corner of the room. I spotted glasses of blood and two spittoons? There's spittoons? Do you even need to spit? Vices and follies of the rich. Spittoons? Really? Okay, are you sure I'm not wasting your time? Oh my god. Spittoons for the wine? Really? You're spitting the blood you're drinking? Okay. Are you sure I'm not wasting your time? I thought it was an infinite hunger, so you cannot really get filled by drinking all the blood. Not at all, busy as it might be, I can say I'm not curious about the findings in the case. Yes, my thoughts exactly. So how are you handling your newfound responsibilities? I imagine I'll start by asking the obvious. Where were you tonight Douglas Cunningham met his untimely demise? Wonder why raises his eyebrow and then lets out a restrained chuckle. Hear that, Addison? I might be suspect of foul play. Exciting, isn't it? Carter, no antics, please just answer the question. Of course, well, I was right here. Just like I told Prince Panhard, as much as I'd love to celebrate my power, sometimes one has to celebrate the amount of work piling up on their desk. So your alibi is you were right here. Alibi? Huh, yes, I suppose. Can anyone back up your story? Well, I did make a few business-related phone calls as I was working, so there's that. That doesn't really answer my question, does it? He regards me with a stare reserved for a troublesome child. Miss Lewinsky. This right here is my private little fortress, a space specifically designed to make me focus. I don't really let people into the break that focus. Aside from occasional esteemed guests such as yourself, of course, and a few wonderful Mexican women responsible for the cleaning duties. So you don't have an alibi? The look on his eyes screams, why don't you at least pretend to try and get on board with my program, kid? I suppose, but why would that matter? Because I found something that belongs to you on the victim's person. Pardon me? Took the words right off my mouth. My mouth. We are not talking a murder weapon or something of that caliber, of course. No, it was a short list of forenames, an affiliate kindred whose service could be useful to anyone interested in the toppling the current power balance in New York City. Tamika, Hope, D'Angelo, Agatha. Excuse me, Miss Sawhisky, but I'm afraid I don't follow, unless that's something that belongs to me. I have the good authority that is a short list you mean shopping around to anyone interested here in New York City, to be in the Camarilla or the Anarch. As soon as this happens, he solves he's not happy about it. It's just preposterous. I'm calling your bluff right here, miss. Not a bluff is coming right now. Mr. Van der Weyden, if you want to voice concern about the information I have, how about you voice them to Kaiser, not me? Addison turned to Van der Weyden, clutching his lips and gripping his wheelchair armrest tightly. Oh, he stopped smiling. For a brief moment, the ever-present smile of Van der Weyden's face goes missing, and the expression that replaces it reminds me of a horrifying void. Like a sneak peek into what really is going on in his soul. He quickly collects himself, but the image is burning to my retinas. To think these sort of unsavory rumors are circulating around me, I should be grateful you let me know. So you're denying it? Of course I'm denying it, categorically. You can bet your life saving on it. I certainly hope it's nothing more than an unfortunate blunder. Et tu, brute? Et tu, brute? Come on, Addison, we've known each other for years. Yes, and what about it? I will, sweet Jesus. Addison, I will get back to you in a second. Any more questions, Miss Sawhisky? Any of the names on the list sound familiar to you? No, I mean, yes, there's my longest string child of your list. But that's just another reason why I'm flabbergasted that anyone would consider it mine. I see. Well, I hope you understand why I'm considering you a prime suspect now. Oh yes, that's why I clear my name as soon as possible. Scout honor. Any more questions? I'm good for now. Sheriff Alsa's maybe will probably contact you later. Damn! I'll get in touch with him myself ASAP. Once again, thank you for your work. He extends his hand towards me, practically forcing me to shake it, then he puts his hand on my shoulder to lead me to the door. All too eager to see me off, huh? Out of sheer curiosity, Mr. Van der Weyden, I have one more question and maybe a bit random. I really didn't need to ask it, but I wanted him to die inside for a moment. Of course, my dear. His slightly strained tone suggests I may have succeeded. You seem like a person who couldn't live outside of New York City. By any chance, have you listened to Howard Stern's talk show after the World Trade Center fell? Really? That's quite a question. A tad unsure, but once again carefully controlled chuckle escaped his mouth. Jeez, that is random, but well, New York born and raised just like you said. Of course I did. Your opinion? Same as everyone else. It was the spiritual guidance we needed that day, coming from the unlikeliest of places. A visual response that verbalized everything we felt. A beautiful moment of unity. The damn low-brow jokes about Pamela Anderson and the typical shock value that show tended to offer, but as far as I'm concerned, Howard did an indispensable thing that day. Why are you asking? No particular reason. I thought it might give me some insight into the kind of person you are. Well, that's the kind of person I am. Just an average New Yorker. So you think, well then I'll leave you and Mr. Payne to your plans of conquering the world. The city, sorry. The world? Did I say a word? Conquering the... Now that's spicy, Addison. I love this girl. She's gonna go far and tell you. She's gonna get spunked and gleam in her eye. Goodbye, Mr. Whiskin. I wish you a pleasant respite as we success your investigation. First thing first, it's all your fucking fault you gave me this fucking job, okay? If I'm investigating, I show you how fucking good I am. Thomas didn't want some things to unravel, and I'll fucking unravel them. Bitch, and he even sent me the fucking hound. Motherfucker. Good night. I make it to the point. I make it to a point to bow to Addison's servant, not to the man himself. Though he even noticed, but at least this invisible display of rebellion making me feel a little better about myself. Alright, the faster I leave, the better. Julia? Leonard? Father? How are you holding up? A little bit shaken, a little bit worried. I'm fine, stumbling around and hoping for a miracle to happen, like always. I'm quite confident I'm putting myself in extreme risk. No better place to ask for a miracle than behind these gates, you know. So I pass him to report about alien Agathon. I look around, but Benoit is nowhere to be seen. He's probably hiding. Just ignore it. I decide to stay silent and simply bask in the happiness of something good finally happening in my own life. But of course, it doesn't last for long. Oh, of course. Send Benoit away because I wanted to talk to you about him. Huh, I knew it. Placate him? How exactly? Benoit won't accept anything less than my joining in the Covenant. He's like a worried parent, a basic gesture here and there, showing up in church, from time to time pretending to listen or get him off your case. I mean, I've been through this song at death before with my own worried parents when I was a teenager, wandering the forest until mass was over, not even being able to smoke because of what they pick up the scent. Now the best moment of my life, you know? Part of the reason I'm distancing myself from them. I don't need this fake energy in my life. I'm honestly weirded out by you asking me to lie. I'm not asking you to lie, Julia. Let me ask you this way. Are you a spiritual person? Not really. I guess I am, kind of. You are? She is? Always says, suddenly being able to see ghosts did not change a thing. Oh, she is. I think I'm mostly because seeing the world as purely material seemed boring to me somehow. You are, and you were raised Catholic, so you cannot find a way to express that spirituality in our church. I agree with that, with the previous statement. It's kind of boring. Because that's it. That's it. Everything you see is everything you get. That's the fact. It's boring. I don't see a way right now. And why is that? I sig profoundly, profusely. To many people who think my soul needs to be saved because I live with a woman for starters. Oh my god. Really? You gotta throw in the lesbian card now? Really? Really, Julia? I thought you were better than this. I don't know, there's a lot of reasons. Like the scene of drinking blood every other night, or feeling some primal fear wherever I walk by a clergyman whose faith seems to be actually be genuine. Is your faith genuine? This won't sound like an excuse, it's about your relationship with God, no other people. In theory, but back in my old country I never had my share of homelessness that feel like complete condemnation of my kind. None that will condemn hate towards people like me. And you know, when church ideation people try to stir shit around your very existence, every few months some minimal support will be appreciated. Sorry, all you can count on is a silent complicity. I get it, I know there's a lot of work to be done and a lot of undeserved hurt going around, but I believe Father Leonard is generally trying to save the unsavable, or at least the soulless, to a degree. I mean, it is still... We're still vampires, right? Listen, I don't even want to talk about it. I fucking hate the tone I use when I talk about it. I sound preachier than those preachers, and my biggest dream is just not to give a shit. But I remember things like this story about a guy from my hometown. Most macho guy around with a jaw you could sharpen a knife off. Became an actor in Warsaw, very successful, deservedly so. The capital might not to be New York City, but it will still... The capital might not be New York City, but it's still a big city, and big city go to the heads of pumpkins like us. In his case, it resulted in a dream of coming out to his parents. He was surrounded by all these stories of opening queer people. Play one even, so he thought he had a chance of making it work, so he goes back to his town, tells everyone he's going to live his truth. His dad, ruling party at the Asian business, curses him. His uncle takes him into the bushes and starts to destroy him physically. It's so bad he gets put in the ICU, his face and jaws get ruined for good. Fast forward a year or two, with his career over, the guy is stuck in his parents' rustic house with no other path to follow. He turns to God, he tells him to forgive his kin. Everything is fine again. Jyhad Chua, sing of divine mercy, a kind of looking priest, talks about protecting our families. A man sees in front row of the church, and this figure smile on his face. but that story alone didn't drive me away. On time, when I saw how blissful he was, I could swear he was actually able to hear God whispering to him. He looked like a saint. He fucked me up so bad, I left. I feel nauseated now. Maybe it's still reeling from hearing about Karen, Jesse, Montgomery. Now, if we could never talk about it again, that'd be great. I know that I tend to sound like a loser who loves to pontificate about shit I cannot change, but at least I keep trying to change myself, damn it. I won't offer empty platitudes, but I think I understand what I was meant to understand. Hope I haven't insulted you in any way. Whatever, I learned a lot not to hold people responsible for what the rest of their organization is doing. It will be hard looking in a mirror otherwise. Not that there is much I could see in the mirror right now. I'm just wondering about one thing. There's always a cross on your chest. Yes? I like how it goes with my outfit. Am I emo? It's just a fashionable accessory to you? Yes. Good night, father. Important piece of outfit is something more. Good night, father. Just gonna ignore him. Have a good night, father. Just gonna ignore him. I was like, you know what? I don't care. Good night. Found her sitting back scrolling through the Pinterest her phone. So how are you doing, detective? Poorly. I fall onto bed, bury my face on the pillow and scream. That bad, huh? I don't want to tell her about Double Spiral. I still have to figure out how I feel about it. I'm just not cut out for this. You're a vampire? Oh, shut up. You aren't. Who is? Sherlock Holmes, Hercule Poirot, Columbo, Mads Mikkelsen, boyfriend from Hannibal. From really? Okay, whatever his name was, I don't know. Someone who can actually put 2 and 2 together. You cannot fool me into believing you are incompetent. You dumbass, I've read your articles. To pretend you suddenly forgot how to do your job. I haven't, but I've got no evidence, no witness, no promising leads. Nothing. I just stumble around and assuming things, talking big, bleh, bluffing my way in. So, you're like, I don't know, Jack Nicholson in Chinatown? He's actually solved his case, kind of. And I wish he never took it up. Was that supposed to cheer me up? I'm just saying that the situation here sounds an awful lot like Chinatown. The private elites, big plans for the city, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's depressing. It is what it is. I just think you should approach it in a way that it looks for a solution to your problems. Outside of the box, not a mystery, but maybe like a trap to escape. Are we gonna meet the Angel now? And Tamika? Maybe. I throw myself in the bag and lie there for a bit, staring at the ceiling and screaming again. Then I approach Dakota from behind and tug his sleeve, and I do hear danger. Hey, what? Put the phone away. Now, come on, Jules. We cannot do this every night. I've got my own work. I need to worry about anemia. You say so yourself. Besides, I was just looking for inspiration. I rub against her clothes with my face like a cat. You're impossible. Have you noticed what's going on the news? People are going to absolutely insane about this virus cancelling trips and orders. I'm pretty pleased. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. You know this fucking virus going around? I can't. I only have that replenished in my stash. And besides, I'm worried about overuse. My brain is working a bit too slow. My balance is off. I was just thinking how I miss meditation. She gave me a clear sign that she just wanted an excuse. I even thought it would be a responsible thing to do. I know she's insatiable. She's usually the one who takes the initiative. Let's try it to find a push. About her ear and whisper it. No dogs tonight, let's do it. Let's do this raw. Okay. She throws her hands up in the air. Victory! Jesus, you greedy these days. What, raw? I was having you notice the symbolic of the semiotic. Why you gave me an achievement? What the fuck was that? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We have some gay romance at the end. I'm not even sure it was supposed to be romance. I feel like just straightforward, I need to eat kind of deal. And but was like, it's more like, it felt more like, are you eating that? Or are you eating that? You know, kind of situation. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day and a lovely evening. and enjoy the day. Good lovely bye.